you want to hit them with the quick announcements?
Yes, sir. Coming up, we are going to be talking about Ted Lasso Season 4 announcement, Daredevil Born Again Season 1 Episode 3 reaction, M. Night Shyamalan Gyllenhaal news reel, working on a movie together, Lilo and Stitch live-action trailer reaction, and Invincible Season 3 8 finale reaction between us two. That's how we're going to end it. Welcome to Film, where we break down films in a way anyone can enjoy. Whether you're new to movies or a seasoned fan, you're in the right place.
Yes, you are.
To my left, I got my boy, Isaiah, but we like to call him now ZDB. Now, sadly, I don't have new nicknames this week because I thought that the nicknames I gave you were pretty awesome enough where I was like, I think we could.
So we're officially done. ZDB. Yeah. I'm cool with it.
That's
the one I like. That's the one I like. I think let's stick with it. I like it too.
But anyways, man, how you doing, man?
You know, bro, I'm doing good. Rough week, kind of, pretty busy. I failed a midterm this week.
Oh man.
Yeah, dude, it was rough. I studied my balls off the last 2 days, and then I took the test, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm screwed, bro. I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, not a whole lot's been going on. I've been watching Vinland Saga.
Okay.
Dude.
Yep.
Vinland Saga is so good. For context, I'm on episode 18. I'm on episode 18.
Dang, you've been going in.
Yeah, it's taken me a while. I was I binged 6 episodes, and then ever since, I watch an episode at work, and then that's kind of it. But it's really good. It's really good. My friends are hyping me up on the ending of season 1 a lot, and they're like, dude, you gotta let me know when you watch it because it's insane. I have no expectation. I don't even know what to think, but I left off on a pretty big cliffhanger, so I'm excited to continue it. Hopefully today. I'll probably watch Soul Leveling, the new episode, and then I'll watch Vinland Saga. What about you? Have you been watching anything? How's your week?
Bro, real quick question.
Yes.
What do you think about the soundtrack for Vinland
Saga?
Season 1?
The opening, I don't love both of them, but the music, just in general, the score that they have, when they're sitting on the ship or when they're fighting, it's really good.
Yeah.
It's very emotional. I don't know. I feel like music a lot of the times in anime, movies, TV, it's always in the background for me. I have a hard time listening to the music, but the music's really good in Vinland Saga. I like it a lot.
Bro, the Vinland Saga Season 1 soundtrack is probably one of the most. I feel like it's my favorite soundtrack.
I feel like that's valid. That's
so good, bro. It's so good, and I just wanted to hear what you thought about it. Obviously, there's some other soundtracks that I'm probably gonna make a list of what my favorite or top 3 is, but Vinland Saga's got to be on there. Season 1 of Vinland Saga.
You're a big music guy, so I feel that makes sense. I feel with movies, TV shows, everything, you're just the music is always the thing that you focus on.
Because it just, I feel like it opens up a movie really well, or even gets you into it.
No, for sure, yeah. I feel like those moments, music has a weird way of hooking you to a scene, and then when you hear it again later, that song, it brings you immediately back to that moment when you were there. It's like the nostalgia.
Bro, I just love soundtracks and hearing that soundtrack because I remember I was like you, everybody was telling me watch Vinland Saga, and I was like, why? And they're like, it's just so good, and I didn't know it was about Vikings. I just watched it, and so that first scene comes up, and then even the scene where Thorfinn, he's running through because it shows you his village, and he's running through, and it plays that one song, and it just sounds so majestic, bro. I'm like, dang. This is a world. Okay, you trying to introduce me to the world.
Dude, I love Viking history. That entire period. That's half the reason why I watched. My friends, I had a friend tell me he started watching it, but at that point I'd known what it was, and I was like, oh, I've been meaning to get to it because I love Vikings. Yeah. I love Vikings. I like that history. I think a lot of people find it boring, but I don't know. There's something about it that I find way more interesting than American history or any other world history. I love Viking history. It's so cool to me because it's so tied to their religion, their Norse myth, and then once they start transitioning into Christianity and them actually sort of getting almost consumed by England's what do you call it?
Rule?
Not rule, but their culture, because the whole Christianity stuff, them sort of moving away from Valhalla and being hey, this is Christianity is a lot more appealing. It's really interesting, but also just their warrior messing breaking down doors and killing people. It's so sick.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people like Vikings though.
It's sick, dude. I love it. I love Vikings.
Okay, man, but yeah.
What about you? Yeah, have you been watching anything?
Yeah, I've been watching Breaking Bad. I've been the craziest thing was last week I was on season 1 episode 4 and now I'm on season 3 episode 6.
Damn! Oh my gosh!
Like, I understand why like people are really into the show. So like whenever I've been doing anything, editing, doing homework, this and that, I just put it on and I'm just either listening to it or watching it because now I know you got to pay attention to certain things because there's so many times like things will get quiet and then they'll be doing something or there'll be a mannerism that they're showing to somebody else to either give them a hint or like show the emotion of what's going on in that situation. But I understand like why people love this show now. Like, I remember watching the first 3 episodes of Shameless, and I didn't really mess with it too much, but I understand why people liked it because of the chaos and stuff that was going on, and I guess it made people feel better about how their lives were going because their lives were trash in Shameless. But with Breaking Bad, I can understand because there's so much chaos, but also there's this story of like, oh, how is he gonna get caught, or like, how is he gonna get caught? And it's also not a ridiculous thing how he's not getting caught because he's really smart. And I'm like, holy crap! Like, how did he get out of that situation? So to let you guys know where I'm at the part where Jesse and him aren't cooking together anymore. Heisenberg, they're not cooking anymore. So then the point where I'm at is they're both kind of against each other. And his, what do you call it? Not his friend who's married to Marie.
Oh,
I forgot his name. Hank or Schrader.
Yeah, Hank.
Yeah.
His brother-in-law.
Brother-in-law. I'm so sorry. All right,
okay.
so his brother-in-law is trying to find the RV, and he just found Jesse, and he was like tailing him to go to the junkyard, and Jesse led him straight to the RV that they were hiding in there, the one that they cook with, and they both got stuck in there, and they're like trying to figure out how to get him out. And you know, Saul comes in clutch, gets him out of there, and then that's how the episode pretty much ends. But you know, it was so weird seeing it because it's like, bro, what the heck? Like, you saw their connection through season 1 and season 2, and then now they're just like kind of against each other because, you know, he doesn't want to cook anymore. Jesse does, and then he ends up cooking again because he gets offered $3 million for the next 3 months. But I was like, what the heck? This is so weird because I like Jesse and I like him, and now I don't want to choose sides because I like you both.
Dude, I want you to keep watching because there's a point where I definitely like one over the other, like way more. And that show is so good. I think season 5, the final season, is one of the best seasons of television I think ever. Like it's so perfect. It took me 2 years to finish Breaking Bad because I watched a lot of it my junior year of high school, stopped watching it, picked it up a little bit near the end of my senior year of high school, stopped again. College hits around and I get really sick my first semester, so I'm just in bed and I'm like, Doug, I'm on season 4. I should just try and watch as much of this as I can because I'm in bed.
Yeah.
I finished season 4 and 5 in like 3 or 4 days.
Oh,
I watched all
in.
of it. Yeah, because I was like near the end of season 4 and I just binged like the last 2 of season 4 and then watched all of season 5 while I was sick in bed, and it was so good.
Okay.
Yeah. Keep me posted, please. It's Breaking Bad is do you get it? Do you understand why it's as popular as it is?
I do.
Yeah.
Like because you know, season 1, like obviously it's the formation of, or they're getting the foundation of how they're gonna cook and everything and how the process is gonna be with this stinking chemistry teacher that doesn't know anything about this, but he knows the chemistry. But then you're going through and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and he turns into this guy who's like the cook of meth. Like everybody, apparently Mexico's getting involved with it. And I'm like, what the heck, bro? Like you cook that good?
Yeah.
Like, and it's meth. Like, I don't know too much about it, but I heard apparently too that it's also a good show because it shows you like the worst qualities of being a drug addict and also
for sure,
like the drug war or something like that. So I feel like people like it too because it shows people like why you shouldn't get into it.
Something I love about that show is I think it does a great job of humanizing drug addicts.
Yeah.
I think it's so easy for people to be like, oh, why would they do that? Like, those people are so, like, what's wrong with them? If I was on drugs, I'd just stop. Well, like, that's not how it works.
Yeah.
I think like there's scenes where like they'll go to like rehabs and like have people, and like you'll really get to sit and hear other people's perspectives, and just seeing other people outside that are like on heroin, on meth, like in their house, like fully consuming into that. Like it's almost refreshing to really see them finally be like, hey, no, these are people too that just need help.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of media isn't comfortable tackling that. At least not that I've seen. It's so easy to just villainize them and be like they're the bad guy, when really like they're still humans like us.
I felt so bad for Jesse, man. Like when he before he went to rehab and his girlfriend died, she OD'd.
Oh yeah, dude, that scene is
so
rough.
bad.
Oh my, I forgot. Yeah, you've seen that. And freaking,
Oh man,
dude, Walt's like, oh my gosh, that drove me up the wall. I'm like, bro, you're an awful person.
Yeah.
Like he watched her OD.
I was wondering why, because at first I was like, I know she's a threat to you, bro, but I'm like, come on, it is a person.
Yeah.
Like, help her out. And then so when he stopped and went, and then just went, I was like, no, wait, Walt,
He's
come
an
on,
awful
bro.
dude, bro. And then when he goes and talks to her dad in the bar, yeah, it's kind of crazy how all that all like played out. Like you never expected that, never. And it's the butterfly effect, where because you did this, now you come into like that dude's life. You talk to him, you see how down he is. You then, I forget, is it he talks to the dad, then goes to Jesse's house? Yes, he talks to the dad. He hears the super sad story about this daughter and father, whatever. Then he goes back to Jesse's house. She ODs, and then obviously he didn't know what his profession was. I don't think, right?
We didn't know what his profession was.
Yeah,
at all.
so exactly. So when then like the whole airplane thing happens, it's like, oh.
That was so crazy too, because if you think about it, like all the situations that have played out, no matter what, it's almost like Rick and Morty. Like they all have a reason to like play out. Like the Tuco thing that's playing out right now, if his cousin's like trying to kill Walt. But then also the thing with what's it called? Like you said, with the whole all of that leading up to the airplane crash, and then now it's been messing with everyone like in the area. And I just love how everything's connected.
Yeah.
Like no matter what, the story flows like really well. It's not ridiculous too. It's like, oh, like seems like it's actually happening. But yeah, that's what's been going on.
All right, Phil, let's finally get into the episode. We
Yes,
got
sir.
a little Breaking Bad rant.
Anyways,
Nice.
let's get to it.
You want to get into some quick announcements for you? Is it cool
That
if I list
too.
these out really fast? We'll
Yeah,
see
no
if there's
problem.
anything you want to talk about. All right. We got a Freaky Friday sequel trailer. They're redoing Starship Troopers. If anyone's into that, like that's what I'm curious. Have you ever seen Starship Troopers?
Yeah, I've seen all of them.
Okay,
Even the
I've never
animated
seen
movies.
them. This one isn't going to be a remake off the movie, though. They're going to be more focused on the books, right? They're
Oh, the comic books?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what it's more focused on. X-Men Season 3 voice recording has finally started. Season 2 is not even out yet.
That's what I'm saying.
Black Mirror Season 7 trailer dropped. Did you watch the trailer?
I didn't get to see it yet.
I watched it. I'm pretty interested. We'll see. They're connecting. It's weird. They're doing the American Horror Stories thing where finally, like,
Oh, for real?
they're coming back to some characters. Well, they're redoing the I forgot what the episode's called, but like the Star Trek type episode.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
and they're
yeah,
bringing
yeah.
back Will Poulter's character from Bandersnatch, which is really interesting. And then Daniel Craig's gonna be in Greta Gerwig's Narnia, right?
Yep.
Yeah, pretty awesome. Do you have a lot of nostalgia for Narnia?
Oh, 1,000%.
You know, I've
1000%.
I've read the first book because we did it in 4th grade, and then I watched the movie.
Yeah.
I didn't know they made more movies.
Oh, you didn't know?
No.
So after the Lion,
I've
the Witch, and
only
the
seen
Wardrobe?
yeah, dude. So someone was like, "Oh man, I love the Narnia movies," and I was like, "Oh yeah, Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe, it's so good." And like, they're like, "No, like I love the other 2," and I'm wait, there's 3 total. Yeah, and I was like, they made more after that one, and they're like, "Yeah, you've never like no." My entire like world of Narnia only exists in that 4th grade classroom.
Oh,
I have
dang.
no nostalgia for Narnia outside of that.
So the craziest thing with me was, so obviously there's parents who let you leave school for certain things, and there's parents who also don't care sometimes. But my mom, she was very like strict on us going to school. If we were sick, we go to school. If we weren't feeling good, we go to school. No matter what, we're going to school. Even if we did something beforehand, like came back from a trip, we're going to school. So we watched Chronicles of Narnia, Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe when I was little. Obviously, came out on DVD. I'm like, this is amazing. Prince Caspian comes out, and I'm like dying to watch these movies because I've read the books. My mom like kind of made me, but I also wanted to read the books, and then so like I finished them all. I'm in school, and I know my mom told me, "Oh, we got tickets to go see Prince Caspian," and I'm like, "Okay, I can't wait to come home after school and like go see it." I get a weird like how in old kindergarten or something, like a teacher would come in and like, or an aide would come by and like bring a note and say this student has to come to the office.
Yeah.
So I get that note. I'm chilling. I'm like, oh, am I in trouble? Because I used to get in trouble sometimes, so I'd have to go to the office. And I'm thinking, oh shoot, what did I do? I walk in, I see my mom right there. She's like, yeah, we gotta go. And then so my sister's right there, and I'm like, what is going on? I get in the car. She's like, we're about to go see Prince Caspian, and I just went, what? And then she's like, yeah, we're about to go see it. I'm like, what about school? And in my mind, I'm like, what am I talking about? Let's go see Prince Caspian. I walk in that theater. I'm like, bro, this is awesome. I know hella people like hated it, along with Voyage of the Dawn Treader, but I love Prince Caspian.
So people don't like the other two, like.
Yeah, so they don't like it as much as the first one because the first one was really good.
First one was really good, yeah.
The second one, I loved it. I know that there were people going like, I don't know about it. There was things that they didn't do according to the books, this and that, but I liked it. The third one, I don't even care about the third one. I'm be for real.
It's bad.
I've watched it like 4 or 5 times, and I still am just like, probably because Will Poulter was annoying the crap out of me in that movie.
So they come out older in that movie, right? Like
yes.
The third one, they're grown adults.
But also, like, Peter and Susan aren't in it. It's just Edmund and Lucy.
Why?
I forgot. I need to watch it again to understand.
So we'll watch all 3, but before the new one comes out, for sure,
I'm going to watch it again. But I think it's because they don't believe Narnia anymore. That was one thing.
What do you mean they don't? They were there.
Yeah, that was the crazy
What do you mean they don't believe it? They're right there.
I feel like it was because they thought it was a dream or something. And they were just like, yeah, they don't believe in Narnia no more. And then they just went back into Narnia through a painting in The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, which I thought was really cool. But then through the rest of the movie, I'm like,
but if both your sibling, dude, you can't all 4 of you have the same dream, feeling the exact same moments, and 2 of you think it's real?
I don't know. I promise I don't know.
What the heck?
I was confused. I was like, they experienced it twice. How do you not believe it? And then it wasn't like they were like little kids. They were like
grown.
They were like teens.
That's crazy.
But whatever. I can't wait for Greta Gerwig's new movie, and the fact that Daniel Craig might be in it, I just wonder what he would play.
Sir Thomas. What's his
name?
Mr.
Tumnus?
Mr. Tumnus.
I don't know if he would be Mr. Tumnus though. I feel like he'd be like either the voice of Aslan, or he'd be like Actually, no. I don't know if I want him to play Tumnus.
I don't know any.
Maybe a
characters.
centaur.
I know there's the lion.
Aslan.
There's the witch. I think they got a wardrobe.
There's the wardrobe.
In there too. I think they got a wardrobe in there too.
But that's the crazy thing too. I think they might go the magician's nephew first. Like I think they might go all because they're trying to do all the books. I think they might do the magician's nephew, which I think he might be in that one.
There's one that comes out before The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, or is it just a prequel?
No. Well, technically this would be a prequel, but if they're going by book orders, this is like
first. But did the book come out first? Did that book come out before The Lion, the Witch, and the...
Yeah.
What?
The Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe was the second one.
What?
You never knew that?
No.
Oh, that's crazy.
What do you mean? Wait.
There's 7 books, and then
what? There's 7 of them?
There's 7 books.
Bro, I don't know anything about these movies.
Bad. So there's 7 books of the Chronicles of Narnia, and then let me get the names of them too. There's 7 of them. That's so crazy, man. I thought you knew about it.
No.
You're like, bro, what is going on?
You're telling me, I really think I should do the Magician's. I'm like, who's the Magician's nephew?
But right here, I'm seeing.
I see 872. I'm kind of confused. This image is showing me 8.
All right, so here's the titles right here. Oh wait, interesting. All right, so 1, The Magician's Nephew. 2, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. 3, The Horse and His Boy.
Okay. Hold on. So they did The Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe, and then so they did the second book.
Whoa.
And then they skipped one, and then did Prince Caspian.
Oh.
Bro, what's this about a last battle? What do you mean?
Isn't it about the last battle?
I don't know these movies. I don't even know. Bro, I just found out that there's more than 3 of these books, and that The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe isn't the first one. My life's a lie. You're telling me my teacher had us read the second book in a series? She's evil. I'm sorry. I hope you're watching. You're evil.
How dare you?
How dare you?
We love...
All right, let's move on to the actual news. Do you have anything else to say about
All good.
Your love for Narnia?
I just hope they do I hope Greta Gerwig cooks.
And they do all 7 books, because those exist. There's 7 of them.
7 or 8.
There could be an 8th. There might be an 8th. It's not written by C.S. Lewis, though, so we don't count it.
Okay, then 7.
That's fan fiction. That's fan fiction.
But yeah, let's get straight to it. So the first order of business.
Hit me with it.
Ted Lasso Season 4 announcement. Now, before going into it, what do you think about that?
So I've never seen Ted Lasso.
Okay.
But so here's my opinion on something I haven't seen, which, you know, a lot of you out there like to do. So here's my opinion on something I haven't seen. I don't like this. I can't say why, because I've never seen it. But here's the thing. Okay, actually, I can say why. I can say why. I want to know why. Ted Lasso Season 3, actually, it ends, right? The show ends. Yeah. I remember them marketing it as a final season for Ted Lasso. So why are we doing it again with a different cast of people? Like, just leave it be, man. Ted Lasso was special to a lot of people. Ted Lasso meant something to a lot of people. So, what? The 3rd season came out like 2-3 years ago?
Yes.
Why are we doing it again? Like, oh, it's back. Ted Lasso's back, baby. Well, he was only gone for a couple of years, so it's not like he's back. It's just like, that's like a normal production cycle nowadays for movies and TV shows. So it's not like whoa, what? It's like we're just milking this now. We need more content. Apple TV's running out of ideas. Severance is going to end at some point, and they're like, we need to bring Ted Lasso back. But what do you think? You actually watched Ted Lasso?
Yeah, I've watched the whole thing. I finished it, and I loved it.
It's on my list.
I have mixed feelings about this. So I'm not going to act like this is a big shocker, because I heard they were making something with Ted Lasso again.
Yeah, they announced it a while ago.
I thought it was going to be like a spinoff, though. Like, so basically the show ends with, well, no, I can't spoil it for you. But
I covered my ears like you're...
No, my bad.
It's not going to do anything.
I'm about to say, you can still hear it.
I can still hear you.
But the show ends, and it ends really well. And then now, hearing this, I'm kind of like, well, now, kind of ruined Season 3. So I have details on what they're going in on Season 4, though, which kind of makes it seem like it could be good, but I still feel like this is a cash grab in a way. So new details on Ted Lasso Season 4 provided by Discussing Film on Twitter. Jason Sudeikis, Hannah Waddingham, Brett Goldstein, Jeremy Swift, and Juno Temple are all returning. Phil Dunster currently not set to return as Jamie, which sucks because I love Jamie. Episode 1 set in Kansas before returning to the United Kingdom, and it is focused on AFC's management and women's team. So apparently, and then here's the next part that Discussing Film posted. Jason Sudeikis says Ted Lasso Season 4 is officially happening, but the new season will follow Ted Lasso coaching a women's team. So they are bringing in new people.
So it's like a new cast.
Yeah. So I am not going to be fully against it because I do love Ted Lasso, but I just don't know if it should be this type of spinoff. Because the one thing I wanted when they first said they were going to continue it was, what if you do a spinoff and instead of calling it Ted Lasso, call it, I forgot the stinking team's name, AFC Richmond or something like that, or just make it about the team. Like, make it about the people now instead of just Ted Lasso. But I don't know. This, I'm not really feeling it. But maybe it'll be the same type of funny because the story's just so good in season 1 through 3. Like, it's well written, but I don't know. I'm not feeling this. I have mixed feelings.
I feel like this just sort of seems like the thing we talk about probably almost every week, where in like companies are trying to bring back what like brought them up just so they can make money. You know, like they know people will watch a Ted Lasso season 4, even if it's like different cast, different everything, or like different cast. People will still watch it because like we're suckers for content, and that's the thing is like media like entertainment, like this art form, TV and film. Excuse me, that's gonna ruin the TikTok.
No, you get
this
it.
art form, like movie and film, movie and TV and stuff like that, is becoming not an art form anymore. I think it's becoming content. Like, let's just keep making stuff. Let's just keep pushing out more and more and more because like we just gotta hold people's attention.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is like not to like this is sort of random, but like it's starting to like make sense when like AI gets in the conversation when we're like a lot of us are like, yeah, we don't want AI in our movies. We don't want AI writing any scripts or coming up with ideas. That's just stupid. That completely defeats the art form. but really people don't care. People just want content. People just want anything that's going to entertain them. So this is the start of something I don't like. Not the start, sorry. This has already been going on, but this is a continuation of what we've been seeing that I just can't get with. Like, I don't rock with this at all. If I had watched Ted Lasso, I'm not going to sit here and tell you, like, I wouldn't watch a season 4, especially if it's good. I'd probably still watch it. But outside looking in, never seen Ted Lasso, I'm like, yeah, this kind of sucks. I'm not going to lie.
I'm going to still watch it because I love Ted Lasso, but it's like the season 3 ended so perfectly. It's just going to mess with that. Almost like, with Marvel, like, Endgame ended, and now everybody has their mixed feelings about, stuff going on after. But I'm just worried about that. Because Ted Lasso was perfect. Like, I'm telling you, every season it came out, it was like 99, 98, 97 or whatever. Like, it was perfect on IMDb. And I hope it continues that, like, run. But, hey, I hope Ted Lasso will be good. But please don't do whatever Joker 2 did. Where it's like, oh, we didn't want to make season 4, but Apple TV made us do it.
This is what we want to do. Joker.
Don't do that. I'm just saying, don't do it. They probably won't do it, but I'm just saying, don't do it. Your favorite part right here.
Daredevil, Born Again, episode 3. All right. So after I watched this episode, I texted you immediately. I said, Phil, text me you need to, I cannot wait to watch to talk about it on the pod this week. Because that episode, bro. All right. Full spoilers for Daredevil, Born Again, episode 3, season 1. Phil, how do you want to start? Do you want to start at the end? Do we want to start at the end?
Ooh.
Let's start at the end.
Well,
no? You want to build up
It's so hard to even find a spot to go on because I feel like, yes, it's obvious what they were building, but
let's start where Daredevil would want us to start with.
Yeah.
Let's start in the courtroom.
Yeah.
All right? That felt like pure Daredevil, dude. That literally felt like the Netflix show. Like, literally the exact same thing when they're with the Punisher and they're like trying to get him cleared. Him being with Hector, oh gosh, dude, it's so good. It was really good. Like, I don't know. It's a testament to that these characters understand. I don't understand law at all. Like, I don't get it. But it's very obvious to me that the writers get it. They know how to tell a really good court drama because I'm sitting there eating my apples and oranges at my grandma's house. And I'm just like, dude, is he going to get cleared? I don't know. Like, I'm actually worried about it. And the scene when they finally get the one witness on the stand and he immediately folds and he's like, yeah, no, they were just doing their job. I'd never been there. I don't know what they're talking about. I'm like, dude, man, I was mad. I'm like, bro, what is wrong with you? You suck. I hate you. And then, I'm like, what are they going to do now? And then he does the, so you're saying you like helping people. You help people all the time.
Yep.
Yes, I do. And he's like, so would you say it's part of your nature? Why is this part of your nature? And he's like, well, I just feel like it's the right thing to do. He's like, well, is it because of you're the one? And I'm like, no, what?
I was like, yo, what are you doing, Matt?
You said you wouldn't do it. Dude,
I paused it and I just went, is Matt stupid?
Oh my gosh. Well, he had no other choice. That's what made it so good.
So that's why I got more into it because I was like, what is he going to do next?
Dude, oh my gosh. So what did you think? The entire courtroom drama,
bro,
this episode was all in the courtroom basically.
I actually really, really liked this. I was so shook and I had theories going into this where even with the dirty cops, I always know when there's dirty cops, there's a bigger thing going on. So it's not just that they're dirty cops. That's why I got excited and I even understood why he instantly folded. Because at first I was like, if it was any other dirty cop,
oh, dude, they're scary, bro. I'm not rocking that.
Yeah, they're definitely scary. But what I mean is any other dirty cops, if you're in court and you can get them to go, or go to jail, or for life, whatever, you instantly take it. But with this situation, because at first when I thought he folded, I was like, why'd he fold? And I remembered they all have Punisher tattoos. And I was like, wait. And even seeing the spray paint and everything, I'm like, they probably have more power and more influence beyond the police headquarters. And maybe that's why he's scared. He's not probably scared of the police itself. He's scared of the bigger organization or whatever they're going to call them. We're probably going to find out in episode 4.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because they have to explain to us at this point. They showed us so many, like, there was a hand tattoo. There was a neck tattoo. I'm like, how is nobody talking about this? How is nobody talking about this? Like, and then even, like, the spray paint on the wall. Like, there's something bigger. But I don't know, man. That made me get more into it because I'm like, is something going to be exposed? And, you know... White Tiger was exposed. I didn't expect that to be exposed, but I thought there'd be like a Court of Owls type thing or something.
It was let's get to the end now. So Hector Ayala is cleared. He's good. He's chilling, and Kingpin's pissed. He doesn't want these vigilantes running around. That's my Kingpin.
That was
impression.
A good impression.
Yeah, that's my Kingpin impression.
That was a good impression.
Thank you. And he's pissed. He doesn't like that vigilantes are getting cleared because they are the scum of the earth. You know, they shouldn't be running around. So he's doing his whole monologue, whatever, and just getting fitted up. He's putting on the thing, he's putting the gloves on, gets the chain on, you know, he's doing his little amulet, and he's ready to go out there and save someone. And I'm watching it. And you know what's so funny about me? I'm like, yes, let's go. Some White Tiger action. I'm so ready. And like, I was like, dude, it's so I feel like a lot of the times in superhero content now, we rarely ever start with the original person to wear it. Yeah. You know? Like we have like T'Challa, Black Panther. Or actually I think even still like T'Chaka doesn't actually get comics till later. Yeah. But like even still like even if I'm just like to further my point, like it would have been cool to have the original, the guy we know that like with the Black Panther. Yeah. It's not the original Black Panther. Please don't sue me. And then anyways, just like the starting person, Blue Beetle, right? It would have been nice to see the original Blue Beetle guy first before Zolo's character. I forgot what his name is though.
Jaime,
yeah. And same thing with there's another one. It doesn't matter. This is my point. Oh, even like the new Lanterns movie, right? Like seeing I'm Hal Jordan, but instead of Hal Jordan, it's
John Stewart.
John Stewart, thank you. Like that, it was really nice to finally see like, hey, we're gonna finally get the first White Tiger guy, and then we'll see how it leads into Ava. I couldn't have been more wrong. He hears the screaming. He runs. He's like, and just like died. And I was like,
I was so shook. I felt something was gonna happen though, but I thought he was gonna get arrested.
No,
again.
Dude, I'm so dumb. I thought nothing. When the guy walked out, I was like, wait. And then like, no. It was. That scene is so well done. It's so well done. And you know what's funny is I opened Twitter on accident and I was getting spoiled that he got his name cleared. Yeah. And I was like, oh, dude, I'm mad I got spoiled. But I feel like that's kind of obvious. Like, it was probably going to happen. So I'm so happy that didn't get spoiled for me because my jaw was on the floor. I was like, dude, oh my gosh. I can never get a win here. I can never win. Needless to say, that ending was peak and I loved it. And then the Punisher tattoo going over and you're like, wait, is that the Punisher? No, it's not.
Definitely not the Punisher,
It's a dirty cop.
It's one of them stinking cops. But you know what sucks? So when they were doing filming for season 1 of Daredevil Born Again, people leak footage or people were on the streets. So I saw that scene where it had the Punisher standing over him shooting him. And I instantly knew that scene was coming up. So I was like, dang it.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I remember seeing that scene and literally the same landscape, everything. I was like, oh, this is where it's at. So I was just watching it and I was like, damn, this still sucks to watch. But like, I thought it was the Punisher doing it because maybe White Tiger pissed him off and just went, and he was like, all right, bro, you've done enough, boom. But it was just a dirty cop, which is what I love even more. Like, I love this way more. Yeah. But it's like, bro.
This plotline's awesome.
No, it is. Because it's like, you have Fisk trying to be for order, and then you have Matt trying to be for the people, pretty much. Or just vigilantes in general. And it's like, bro, I feel like there's going to be a big war coming. That's nuts. But then we also got a hint saying that another superhero is coming into Daredevil.
I did literally just see that on Twitter. I'm not even kidding. I was on Twitter, sometimes I'm an addict. Sometimes while you're talking, I'll be scrolling a little bit. I'm listening. Problem. I can hear you twice, so I'm listening. But I saw that, and I was like, that's good that you bring it up. Who do you think it would be?
I was wondering what, and well, obviously it's not Spider-Man because, you know.
It's an MCU character, right? It's not like a Marvel character they're trying to introduce.
I think, yeah, they said it was somebody they're introducing into it.
I think it's gonna be Jessica Jones.
Jessica Jones?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because she's been working out. Christian
Ritter, yeah, she's been. I think they're trying to bring back the Defenders, like the same cast. Mm-hmm. I think the only one they change is probably Iron Fist, because I don't think that people like that actor anymore.
They do not like him.
Like no, like I think he did something. I don't remember what he did though.
I forgot what he did.
Yeah,
too,
I might be wrong. I think he might have done something, but I think they wanted to like change him. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think it's Jessica Jones. I feel like it's very obviously Jessica Jones, but I hope. I don't know. I don't think she fits, so I think that's a good character to bring in. But I'm just ready for Daredevil and Punisher to mess people up, bro. That's what I want to see, because like I saw a lot of people posting the scene when Daredevil's chained up and they're having him and Punisher having the conversation in season 2, when he's like, "Hey man, like I don't believe in hope. Like I think everyone's scum. Like everyone sucks. You know, Red, this town, it stinks like crap. You know." And he's just like getting all mad. That scene, it's like, it's crazy how that's finally coming full circle, because everything the Punisher stood for is now getting twisted to be this like very evil and dirty thing. Even though like I think we all watch The Punisher and we're like, you know, I don't think I completely agree with this guy's motives, but we can argue that he's justified in the way he thinks, which makes an interesting character. But now for him, seeing these cops take up his Punisher mantle, his logo, doing it in the name for him, but really it's selfish, and what they're doing is disgusting, and they're killing innocent dudes.
Just like the Batman. Remember? Yeah. Remember?
No.
In the Batman?
When?
So you know how, remember when those guys went up top and they were shooting down at the people when they went into that flooded arena?
Oh, the other Riddlers?
The other Riddlers.
Yes,
and then when he beats down on them and he's like, because remember at the beginning of the movie he said, "I'm vengeance," and then so
and they started making him. They're like, "I'm vengeance."
I'm vengeance, and then he went, "Oh my gosh, I caused this," and it's like it almost seems like with the Punisher, you know why he was doing it, but the cops took it as something else.
Yeah,
bro. That's making me love it even more just because of that, and I can't wait to see how this gets unraveled. And how many episodes did you say are going into Daredevil Born Again? 9. 9. Mm-hmm. The fact that this is only episode 3, man.
I would have loved the normal 12, 13, but it's okay. I can only get so many wins, you know? Bro, I'm just happy the show's back.
This is going to be nuts. But, I mean, if they really bring Jessica Jones back, I'd be cool with that. Yeah, I haven't seen the show. Cool I'm going to start that next, but I'm excited.
I'm excited, too.
I'm excited.
I can't wait. I would. I'm a lot more confident in the show's writing after after this episode. You know what's interesting? I saw a tweet. I think I lost it, but I remember it vaguely. I remember people saying like Daredevil doesn't get in the suit until episode 4. Yeah, and it was a 16 episode season, and then Kevin Feige fired everyone. It seems like this show is still working a lot on the bones of what that original idea was. Yeah. Like Foggy dying, but Foggy originally was going to die by a dirty cop instead. Yeah. Bullseye wasn't included, I don't think, until either at the end or even at all. I don't think he was addressed. I don't think he was going to get addressed at all. Karen wasn't going to get... I think it was... Original script, it was Foggy died off screen. Karen not addressed at all. She's just gone like she never existed. And then... it was just going to be focused on, like, Wilson and Daredevil and then dealing with these cops. But now I think they're doing Muse, too, which we have no... That's, like, another even piece we, like...
Oh, my gosh.
Where is he?
That's going to hit.
That's what I'm saying. So one worry I could give this show is, man, you're juggling too many things. You're running into a season 2 problem where it's... You have the Punisher storyline, you have the Hand storyline, and, like, it's just, like, I don't know if this is going to work out. Yeah. And it kind of does, kind of doesn't. It's weird. But this is what I'm worried about, is they're handling too much. But if they could stick the landing, this could be one of the best seasons of Daredevil, I think. You could argue this is better than Season 1 and Season 2 if it ends as strong as it started. Season 3, nah. Season 3 is peak. That thing's going to beat that. But Season 1, Season 2, yeah, there's potential. There's definitely strong potential, but we don't know. We don't know yet. But yeah, that was it. You have anything else you want to say?
Just keep cooking.
Just keep cooking.
If there's still like what, 6 more episodes to go.
Yes.
I think with the Muse thing, they could easily put that in and then go crazy with it.
I think so too. I could see Muse being an end game like last episode fight, and these dirty cops you beat 7 and 8. You know, I could see that. All right.
Next up in the news,
hit me.
M. Night Shyamalan and Gyllenhaal news on a movie is real.
They're working on a movie
together. Rumors were true.
What do we know? Do we know anything about this movie? Like, do we have, like, what is it?
So the scoop was brought to the Hollywood Handle by Deadline, and the reason why we know it's real is because an actor named Phoebe Denever, I think that's how you pronounce her last name.
Yes,
pardon me.
yes.
Has been cast alongside Jake Gyllenhaal in M. Night Shyamalan's next film, and this will be an original supernatural romantic thriller. That was a lot. An original supernatural romantic thriller. So I'm just wondering,
ghosts are gonna be having sex, or what's going on?
I'm thinking like a instantly I'm thinking about like a space adventure. Like, remember that Chris Pratt movie when he was in space with another woman and they were like in a
Passengers?
Yeah, that. Yeah. I instantly thought of that. Like, maybe they're on a...
But this is supernatural.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, wait.
Ghost and man fall in love.
So
never
maybe
been done before, right? Name one movie where a ghost and a man fall in love.
I feel like I've seen it before. For some reason, I almost said Haunted Mansion. I don't know.
Casper the Ghost.
I'm so stupid. Casper.
No, I don't know if that's true.
No, yeah, in the sticking movie Casper, the homeboy had a crush on her, and then he got into a live boy's body or something, and then they kissed, and then yeah, that's what happened. You never saw that Halloween?
That's assault.
Well, I mean,
that's like the Wonder Woman 1984 thing.
Yeah. Actually, did he become? I think he became a body, though. I don't think it was he went into a random person's body and then I think he became like real.
Oh.
I forgot. I don't know. I haven't seen that movie in like years.
Remember in Wonder Woman 1984 when Chris Pine takes over another man's body and then Wonder Woman proceeds to have sexual relations with that random guy?
Now I know there's superhero movies that may be worse than that.
Look,
but
guys,
I'm sorry, that is still the worst superhero movie I've ever seen in my life.
That is arguably one of the funniest things ever written in a movie.
Oh, really?
It's hilarious. I know I shouldn't say that. I probably shouldn't say that because that's really bad. Like, in general, that's an awful thing. But whoever was writing that and was like, yeah, and then they just like... Like, whoever was writing that was... Okay, I'm going to be honest.
They thought they were cooking.
Can I be honest? You know who wrote that? Definitely a dude. I know for a fact a dude wrote that. Like, I'm telling you... I don't even know. Dude, I know for a fact a dude wrote that. Because he's probably like... yeah, and then...
and then
she...
Oh, like, man. I just did not like that movie. I saw it once... And then even my mom gave me confirmation going like, I hate this movie. And she's really like, she's a strong person in like female this, female that's female superheroes. But she hated that movie.
I need you to tell me where to find the stone.
I just hated that movie, bro. And
remember when she connects the lasso of truth to every single TV screen in the entire world and tells everyone to relinquish their wish?
Oh.
And everyone does it. Everyone does it. Everyone that cured their cancer, blindness, world hunger, world peace, it's all gone because you know what? Wonder Woman said it was bad.
You wouldn't listen to Wonder Woman if she popped up on the screen?
Not if I cured my blindness.
But it's Wonder Woman.
Yeah. Who's this girl talking about? Like,
but it's Wonder Woman.
What did she say? She's like, oh, like what? It's like, this didn't happen. Like, actually, like I guess like the justification is you're giving this guy power. Mm-hmm. We couldn't just like, if we killed the guy, would that mean all the? I don't know.
I guess they couldn't kill her.
Let's not talk about Wonder Woman. Never mind. Sorry. Back to M. Night Shyamalan.
My bad. I just hate that movie.
I don't know. We don't know a whole lot about this, but I mean, I feel like M. Night Shyamalan, like as of late, hasn't hit the same way he used to hit. Mm-hmm. I feel like with Knock at the Cabin, Trap, right? He did Trap as well.
Yeah.
I think people are. M. Night Shyamalan, I think, has quickly became a niche. like a very like. If you're an M. Night Shyamalan fan, you're gonna watch every single one of his movies and be like, yeah. But like general audiences, I feel like aren't watching him as much as people used to. Where it's like, whoa, what's his twist gonna be? I feel like now he's sort of like, he's coming into the like latter half. I don't want to say latter half of his career, like he's probably gonna retire soon. But I feel like maybe he's running out of juice. You know?
Well, one question I do have is, what is considered supernatural? Because I'm thinking about werewolves, monsters.
I guess, yeah. Have you ever watched Supernatural, like the show?
Nah.
Anything in there, I kind of say. I think like ghosts, demons, possessions. Like maybe monsters. I don't know if monsters. Really...
I was about to say, I feel like monsters are a part of it, but if not,
I don't know. Maybe like supernatural is anything that's not natural. So something like So I guess like werewolves would count. It could be that maybe M. Night Shyamalan's doing his own version of Twilight.
I was thinking, because low-key, the trend right now has been werewolves and Frankenstein, pretty much. Like, those are the next movies coming out, and I'm thinking, what if, like, they do something where it's like, what was that name with the homegirl that made, like, her own boyfriend in Frankenstein something? Or
it's with an L.
Lucy Frankenstein?
Is it Lucy? I don't think it's Lucy. It's with,
I remember her name. I liked her in the one movie. Because she was from Quantum Mania also. Yes. She replaced the... is it called Lucy Frankenstein?
Lisa Frankenstein. We were so close.
Okay, Lisa Frankenstein. My bad. I'm sorry. But what if it's something like that?
Like a little more funny? Like a comedy?
I don't know. Does M. Night Shyamalan do comedy?
Does he?
Because I was thinking, what if she's Lisa Frankenstein or something and she brings him to life or something? I don't know. Because supernatural romantic thriller.
So it's okay, but that's
unless they're both like monsters.
I think if it was a comedy, they would say it's a comedy, like off rip. I think it's for sure a thriller, so it's going to be an intense movie, not exactly horror. I think it's going to be maybe you're going to see something more in line with Sinners with less sauce.
Oh.
Maybe that. Like, imagine, like, not like the same plot, obviously, like, definitely different, but I mean, like, that, like, intense, what's going on, like, that thriller action where you're constantly at the edge of your seat, but with a little more, like, romantic stuff going on. That would be my guess. If it's vampires, who knows? I doubt it's vampires. I think, like, M. Night Shyamalan's different. I don't think he's always going to try and do what everyone else is doing.
Yeah.
So I think, like, I could totally see it being, like, Ghost. I guess everyone does Ghost. I don't know. Supernatural is, I think, a very like we have a lot of supernatural movies out there. So, but like, needless to say, like, will you watch? Is this a movie you're gonna watch?
Oh, I'm 1000% watching. It's Jake Gyllenhaal sticking M. Night Shyamalan. I gotta see that. But now I'm just trying to wonder. Wait, one sec. What is the definition
of supernatural?
Supernatural, just to like actually see what it like really is. Okay, the meaning of supernatural is of or relating to an order of existence beyond the visible, observable universe. What the hell?
So, supernatural.
Beyond the laws of nature. Okay.
15-season show. This haunting. No, I'm just gonna read the description for supernatural.
Okay, go for it.
No, I'm just kidding.
All right. Caused by forces that cannot be explained by science.
Yeah. So it's like anything that's above the natural. So I don't know. That's one of those things, like, let's wait for a trailer and then we'll see, like, actually what it is, because we have no idea. It's probably in the early stages of production.
But would you watch it?
I don't know. That's one of those things, I want to watch a trailer first and be like, yeah, I'll go pay money to watch this movie.
All right.
But I don't know.
No problem. Next news, you want to announce it?
Yeah, sure. Quiet Place 3 officially in production, right? Yes. I've never seen the second one. I've seen the first one and day one. I like this. I like A Quiet Place. I think the world is sick. From what I understand, the second one ends off a cliffhanger that I don't know.
Yes.
I can see the third one being the last one in this, like, story with this family. Ideally, I'd hope so. I think a trilogy's fun, and I imagine they don't want to, like, I don't want to say they don't want to milk it too hard, but they don't want to milk this storyline too long.
Yeah.
Because then people are going to lose interest. So I'm pretty excited. What do you think? Did they say when it's going to come out?
All it says is A Quiet Place 3 is officially in development.
Okay. So 26 probably, 27.
I'd say 27.
I feel like horror movies are a lot faster though to make.
That's true, but I don't know.
Less budget usually. Like budgets, like they always pour the budget in like very specific, like the monster design. Like that's probably what all the budget's gonna go
like the
to.
VFX and all that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then you know what? Maybe like late 26.
Yeah. I can see that. I think you shoot for a Halloween 26. We're early in 25. Like within the year, let's see. I imagine you'll get more news. You'll probably get a trailer like by the beginning of 26, and that'll tell us if it's 27 or 26.
Yeah. But I liked A Quiet Place 2. And the way it ended, I was literally like, you can't end it off that. Like, you got to give me something else. Like, you have to. Like, with this story. Like, Quiet Place Day One was really cool.
I love Day One.
Like,
dude. That movie
really,
is
really
so
cool.
good. That movie's good.
But A Quiet Place 2 and the way it ended, I was like, yeah, we gotta get this finished. Like, you gotta give me something. So seeing this pop up, I'm really excited for like what's gonna happen next. Like, any guesses on where they go? I know you haven't seen 2, but what would you want?
Look, from the little I know from the... I mean, here's the thing. They know how to kill the monsters now. You know what's scary about A Quiet Place is I feel like you never want to get too big.
Yeah.
I think what makes this series so interesting is that like desperation to survive and the like not really understanding what they're fighting. But obviously as things develop, you're gonna learn what they are, because that's common development. That makes sense. That's how you tell a story. So when I try to think about, like, I think if you do a third one, it's the last one. I think this ends happy and they finally get all of the monsters to die or go away. How do you do that while still maintaining the same vibe of A Quiet Place, the first one, where it's slower, more like stressful and scary, and not just this big action like, oh, zombie here, and then you know, like. I don't think I would want that from A Quiet Place. I think that's why Day One is so interesting, because it's the first day and no one knows what's going on.
Yeah.
And they're in a big city, so it's really stressful.
Oh, the big city. Oh my gosh.
But Day One gives teases to like how they work, where they have like their nesting place where they eat, and they like that's where they need to go, and it's all in this one big area. So like, if there's like, what if this is like corny, but what if it's like, oh, there's a core, and if they break that core, all the monsters just die. It probably wouldn't be that, but like something
a little
along
Tomorrow
the lines,
War action.
I would love for them to figure out how to take out the zombies while still maintaining the stress of the situation. Because just because they know how to fight them, I wouldn't want them to be overpowered, because then it's just not interesting anymore. It's like it's not horror anymore, it's not a thriller anymore, it's action. And I don't really want that from this series. I don't think anyone would.
Okay, so then what do you think about an idea that this is what popped in my head? What about ending it with a happy ending of them just finding a stronghold that they can actually be themselves at, like actually be able to talk without worrying, or make sounds without worrying? What about that?
The only idea for that, I guess, that would make sense. I feel like this just like a Maze Runner situation.
Yeah.
Literally just like the ending of Maze Runner. But like, don't they already in the second one find an island of people that like are fine? Is that the ending of the second one? Do I know how the second one ends?
I don't want to spoil it for
Okay,
you.
so that's definitely right then. But like, so then, man, damn, now I need to watch the second one.
You gotta watch the second one.
Now I'm like, okay, Phil, you were saying something about Love, Death, and Robots, and my theory. Let's continue.
Yeah, so pretty much just like what if they could do, because I forgot what the name of the episode was, the farmers in Love, Death, and Robots episode. Because like I remember seeing that right when you were talking about it, I was like, wait, that sounds actually pretty tough. Like, so what if they could, shoot, I have it right here, but it was in 2019, so it was season 1. But it was just super cool. So I'm wondering what if they could do something like that, where they just have like this stronghold and they could live in peace, but they still have to get rid of these like monsters in a way. Like, not with mechs, obviously, but, you know, with
their sound and the shotgun.
Yeah. Probably like that. Or like they could invent a new way of confusing them, I guess, or driving them away.
Yeah.
Maybe have them all on one continent. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's what I'm thinking. Oh, Swarm War. That's what it was called. Swarm War.
But yeah, I'm excited. You want to move on to the next thing?
Yes, sir.
You go.
Next up, we have Spider-Man news. And pretty much that's going to consist of Sadie Sink's role in Spider-Man 4, what we think that might be. Actor for Shocker. He's teasing his return.
Hey, nice, finally.
And then there was something on Spider-Noir. I think it was just like a quick announcement, like they were thinking about maybe having like a version of the episodes come out in black and white. And I was like, that'd be pretty cool.
That's pretty sick. I like that. It's different.
But that's pretty much just it for Spider-Noir. But yeah, the first thing, Bokeem Woodbine teases his MC return as the Shocker. I get a feeling it might not be the last time you see the Shocker. That's what he says. Get back here, Shocker!
That's what I need. Cool. He gets very little screen time in Homecoming, and I like that. Like, I like that they do this Spider-Man thing where Spider-Man beats this random dude up that he doesn't fully understand, and the guy's gonna come back and he's just gonna be even stronger.
Yeah,
that's cool. Finally, I could see Shocker being like, you start the movie and he's the first guy he fights. Like he's just like, oh come on, Shocker, yeah, and like doing the move arounds or whatever.
I would love for that to happen. That's what I was thinking was probably gonna happen. But maybe he just gets a little bit stronger or helps the villain.
Has an actual suit, probably.
Exactly. That would be cool. If he had his comic accurate suit, oh
sick,
my gosh. That's the one time I would actually really need a villain to have his comic accurate suit. The one time.
Now, the one interesting thing is Sadie Sink.
The biggest news of the week.
This one's confusing me because the theory going around is she's Mary Jane. But what do you mean? Like, that doesn't make it... Isn't, like, the Zendaya's character literally supposed to be the MJ of this universe?
Yeah. That's why I got a little confused, but I could see... Because remember, didn't she have, like, a different... like, she was called MJ, but she wasn't Mary Jane.
It's Michelle Jones.
Yeah, so what if they just treated that like Zendaya was a random MJ?
No!
What if they do that?
No!
And they make her an actual, like, literal, valid name, Mary Jane... And then they just go on with her.
The theory people are doing is this is still a multiverse story.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. Come on, please. No, I don't understand. This is one of those things, like, I'm so scared to talk about because if Sadie Sink's a Mary Jane in the 616 world, that doesn't make any sense. And if she's Mary Jane in an alternate universe that falls into a portal and ends up in the 616 world, like, come on, guys, are we serious? Like, this is so dumb. So look, I like Sadie Sink. She's a great actress. Did you watch The Whale?
No.
She's really good in The Whale. So I mean, we've seen her in Stranger Things too. Like, she's a great actress. So I'm happy that she's in this movie, but I'm like, you know who she should play? Uncle Ben. It'd be pretty sick.
Didn't she post that?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, someone was like, Sadie Sink got casted as Uncle Ben in the Spider-Man 4, and I'm like, dude, that's so awesome. But people were also saying she's been fan casted as Jean Grey a lot lately, and I like that casting. And this could be like her being introduced briefly.
I think that'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
I'd love that.
Yeah, I'd be okay with that. I feel like that's like just sort of she shows up.
But that also is the big rumor people are talking about.
Yeah, that was the other one. I feel like that one I would rather than the Mary Jane thing because the Mary Jane thing doesn't make any sense. I just don't understand what context Jean Grey would have in a Spider-Man movie.
Maybe to introduce the X-Men.
Maybe, but why use Spider-Man for that?
Because I think, well, one idea I was thinking with Jean Grey, or her Jean Grey, if she was to be in Spider-Man 4, what if she isn't really... Well, no, that wouldn't make any sense. She would have to realize she has powers. But what if Spider-Man is trying to protect her in one situation, and then eventually she's helping him through the movie, and then she goes on, maybe Spider-Man sends her, or some people help her go to the school for gifted children, basically the X-Men headquarters, and then Spider-Man sends her off, kind of ends Spider-Man 4, and then boom, X-Men introduction, kind of. I'd be kind of cool with that. I'd kind of like that. I think that's cool.
I don't know. I don't see the point. I guess like I could see her showing up and like him being like, "Whoa, you have powers? What?" And then she's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the X-Men school and the Xavier School of Gifted Children." And then she leaves, and he's like, "Huh, I should probably check that out." And like that's it. I would like that more. I just don't see like Spider-Man and Jean Grey like doing an entire movie together. I feel like that's not something I'd want.
Well, not an entire movie together, but like, you know, like she shows up in the beginning and then later he saves her in the middle of a predicament and then maybe gives her a ride back to her school. She's like, oh yeah, I gotta get back to school. And then like next thing you know, the campus, and he's like, wow, where is this? He's like, oh, it's just a really nice like campus or something like that. And it's by this guy, it's ran by this guy named Charles Xavier. It's really cool. Like something like that.
I guess. That doesn't hurt. It's unnecessary to me. It's unnecessary. I want a Spider-Man movie about Spider-Man doing Spider-Man things, fighting Spider-Man villains. Is that so much to ask? Why is that so much to ask nowadays? I don't understand why we can't just have a Spider-Man movie and it be a Spider-Man movie. Saga. Yeah. So I'm hyped for Spider-Man for what? 26? 26 is supposed to come out?
I think so, but I kind of want them to delay it to 27.
Why?
I want them to give it more time.
No, they need to meet the schedule. Well,
I don't feel like they got enough time, bro.
Really? They started production last year.
They did, but like it's like
they started filming last year.
I still feel like the script, because isn't the script not even done yet?
I don't know. I forget if MCU movies. I know some of the movies have had problems where they'll like be writing the script while they're filming. Yeah. And I'm like, dude, what the hell?
That's why I'm like, delay it if they're still working on it, because I mean, I can wait a little bit longer.
I can wait too.
I'm cool.
I'd rather it be great, but it sounds like it's like it's going. Like they haven't had any hiccups, so we'll see. Anything else you want to say about Spider-Man 4?
No, good. I'm excited for Spider-Man 4.
I am too.
Yeah,
I just I'm not
trying to say it like I hate it.
I don't want to come off as a hater.
Yeah.
I just like I don't know. It's just the problem with this kind of conversation is there's so much what if,
exactly.
and like we don't know anything. So this is all just like how I'd feel about them doing certain things. Obviously, I'm gonna watch it, and hopefully it'll be good. And obviously, like the director of Shang-Chi's directing it, so we're gonna hopefully get some sick action. But like, yeah, this is all just theories, so we don't know. We don't know.
All right.
Next up, Thunderbolts A24. This is not really like a news thing, but we want to talk about it because the trailer's dope.
That was the coolest trailer I've seen. Like idea ever.
Dude, every trailer for this movie has been so damn good.
Oh yeah,
they've been so good, and it's really cool that they're pushing this whole like indie like approach to Thunderbolts, because it's obviously not an indie movie. Like this movie has crazy budget, crazy actors. Like it's not an indie movie, but it's really cool that the MCU is able to finally get like a bunch of these well-known writers, directors, and like cinematographers to work on an MCU movie. Yeah, it kind of feels like we were at for the MCU for a while, like Ryan Coogler not directing a whole lot and then being given the Black Panther, and now he's massive. It's really cool to see these like indie directors and writers and stuff get given a bigger budget to have fun and do what they want with these characters, and hopefully they can make something great.
Yeah, but I also love that they just shouted them out and also promoted their projects that they've worked on.
Yeah,
because like, you know, usually they'll do that in other movies. They'll be like, from the creator of this movie, like what they did with what James Gunn did with Superman, because that was pretty cool. Like the creator of Guardians of the Galaxy. But with this, it was like the director of Beef, the cinematographer of Green Knight, the editor of Minari. I was like, that is cool, bro. Like to put those movies on, because those are movies and TV series. Because Beef, man. I'm so sad I didn't talk about Beef.
I've never seen Beef.
Top 10. Beef was so stinking good, bro. Like, literally, it's what it's called. It's these two people that have beef with each other off of a stupid situation.
Have you seen it? Is the sound from this? Have you seen the clip of people with Steven Yeun and they're using it over Invincible clips where it's like, that was not nice.
Yes.
You can't do that's not nice.
Yes.
You can't do that to a person. That's from Beef?
That's from Beef.
Oh my gosh.
Bro, literally, Beef starts off with him, like, I think he was trying to return something, and he goes to like back out of his driveway or back out of the parking lot, and this person stops in the way, and he just starts yelling at him because he's having a bad day. Like he's like, hey, you, like, move out of the way, like cussing at him, and then the person puts the window down, flips him off, and then he just drives after them, and it creates this like crazy situation because, you know, he just had that bad of a day, and so like. Bless you.
Bless me. Thank
you.
you
See who the person is, and then, you know, you go through the rest of the episode, and then the episode finishes off in the funniest way possible. Like that was just episode 1, but just watch episode 1, and I'll tell you, like, it gets crazier and crazier and crazier through each episode, and I'm like, dang, bro, like.
I might watch it before.
It was literally just
2.
off a traffic stop situation. Mm-hmm. But I loved it. They're making a season 2 for it.
Yeah. I might watch it before season 2 comes out. We can talk about it.
But. Yeah, but I love how they said, like, you know, even with the cast, like some of the cast that's in the movie were from different A24 movies, like Midsummer, Little Women, You Hurt My Feelings, A Different Man, and that's basically Florence Pugh, Sebastian Stan, and David Harbour. But I like that they shouted that out. I thought that was really cool.
They're pushing something here. I love the marketing for this movie so much because they are really trying to push it as like this big MCU thing while it also being different. But I saw an interesting tweet where it was like someone was like, "Well, MCU's trying to be more indie now, like try to get a lot more." And someone was like, "Bro, y'all hated the Eternals. I can only imagine how you're gonna react to this." And I'm like,
still mad that people hate
yeah,
the Eternals.
yeah.
Bro.
So I don't know like what the plan is, but I hope Thunderbolts is good. It's coming out soon. 2 months. I have a friend coming into town, so we're gonna go watch it opening night. I'm really excited. I'm really excited.
I'm excited for Thunderbolts. But also just to shout out these A24 movies again: Midsummer, Little Women, You Hurt My Feelings, A Different Man, Beef, Green Knight, Minari, and Hereditary. Just to shout them all out.
Sounds like a great repertoire.
Support indie films.
Support indie films.
All right.
Next up,
we're on to the last stretch.
Last 2.
Lilo and Stitch trailer reaction. What did you think?
We're going to have our reactions come up in a second. Dude, I don't know. I'm so just like, I think I'm so jaded to stuff like this now.
Yeah.
I just like, I don't care. I don't care. It was, it's a hard reaction to react to because like, they're not doing a whole lot different. It's just Lilo and Stitch. I love how Stitch looks. Whoever they casted as Lilo and Stitch, I think it's gonna be such a cute movie. Like they're just like there's good vibes there. I don't know. And then I saw a lot of people hating on the alien changing, where they're not like
alien changing.
Well, like so the aliens in the movie that are looking for Stitch. And they like, you know how they like wear like the girl costumes?
Oh,
and
yeah.
Well, they changed that to just them look like people.
Yeah.
A lot of people hating on that. It was I said it in my reaction, like, oh, they're trying to save budget. But I don't know, like dude, I'm telling you, it's so hard to talk about this because like it's insane to me how many people care so much because I don't care at all. like 0 inches of me. Sorry, I don't know why I said it like that. And 0, like, nothing about me cares. If this movie comes out and it's great, cool. If this movie comes out and sucks, I lose absolutely nothing.
Pretty much.
My childhood is not tarnished because the Lilo and Stitch live-action remake sucked. No, I can just watch the original. Like, I don't know, dude. Like, some people put their entire identities into something they probably previously didn't care about at all.
Yeah.
Like, probably if you ask, like, people, like, hey, do you like Lilo and Stitch? They'd be like, yeah, I love Lilo and Stitch. It's a good movie. But, then, like, all of a sudden, one thing gets changed or they don't like an aspect of the movie, and it's like their entire personality is getting attacked. And I'm like, bro, how many of you Lilo and Stitch super fans are there? Because I doubt there's a whole lot of you. Yeah, I doubt there's a whole lot of you out there. But I like how Stitch looks. Some of the aliens look pretty weird. I don't love it, but also they're like, even in like when drawing they look weird. So I can only imagine it's hard to adapt. But still, I think again this is a testament to maybe not everything needs to be live action.
Oh, 1000%.
Yeah, like I get the princesses. I get it. Like, it's good for, especially because the princess movies are a lot older.
Yeah.
A lot older. Lilo Stitch came out in the 90s? 2000s?
2000s.
Yeah, like the princesses I get. Cinderella, Aladdin, Snow White comes out this weekend.
Well, Jasmine.
Yeah, but like the movie Aladdin.
Oh, okay, you're talking about the movies.
Yeah, like I understand why those are getting remade because especially for like modern audiences and like little girls out there watch those movies, like I get it. So again, when all you dudes get personally attacked that these like princess movies are changing aspects, I'm like, bro, how older you grow up, it's not for you.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of opinions on this, but I don't even know if I'll probably watch it. I will take my little brother to go watch it, but
I'm probably gonna wait for it to come out on streaming.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's because like if we're gonna have to react to it on here, if you guys want us to react to it, I'm down to watch it in theaters.
Yeah.
But like my only problem with it is, like you said, I don't really care, but I also feel like we don't really need it.
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah, like, this is the funniest thing. Like, right after I watched the Lilo and Stitch trailer, I reacted to the Freakier Friday, the sequel to Freaky Friday trailer. And I was like, I feel like we don't need both of these movies.
It comes back to what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
It's the content. It's all about content. Just
Yeah.
keep making content, and people will keep watching. People will keep paying. And I'm like, dog, like,
But it's
what
like,
is this?
why can't you just use that type of stuff for inspiration? Like, why can't you just use, like, for example, if you want to, like, if you hear somebody say, let's make a live action Lilo and Stitch movie, why doesn't somebody in that idea room just goes, instead of a live action Lilo and Stitch movie, what if we make something live action but adapted like that? Like, be like, we drew inspiration from Lilo and Stitch, and now we have a new alien and a new character, and it's like Buddy and Simp or something like that, and Buddy and Gip go at each other or something, like go at the world. I don't know. Like, why don't you just do that?
Yeah.
Like, same with Freakier Friday. Instead of bringing back these characters and doing this, like, why don't you just, instead of having Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis like as these characters again, and have it where it's mother and daughter, why don't you just bring in a new thing or make it?
Well,
a
they
new
literally
concept?
did that like last 2 years ago
What
with
was it?
Freakier Friday. It was with Ed Helms. I watched it, and it was
What
kind
was
of
it called?
funny. Freaky Friday type movie. I forgot what it's called. Family Switch. Do
Family
you remember
Switch.
Family Switch?
I don't think I do.
Okay, I watched it, and it's like Freaky Friday, but instead the whole family switches.
Oh.
So like the mom becomes the daughter, the dad becomes the son, and then obviously the mom. And it's, I don't think it's the best movie ever, but like, I had a good time watching it. Like, it was funny. It was funny enough. It was very low on my list. Like, it's nowhere near like top tier comedy movies.
Yeah.
But like a good family comedy, like there's proof here that you get a couple, Jennifer Gardner, Ed Helms, you get these big actors to just do a cheap comedy movie.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, why do we have to bring back Freaky Friday?
You know what annoys me now even more? That is literally the premise of Freakier Friday.
Oh.
Lindsay Lohan, Jamie Lee Curtis, and I guess their Lindsay Lohan's two daughters, or her daughter and her friend, all switch.
Just copying Family Switch, man. They're just copying Family. Wow.
How
Come on,
dare
guys.
you.
Yeah, copying
Tasting
Ed
house-
Helms, really? My go? Don't copy Ed Helms.
But I'm just like, it just doesn't feel like, the thing that annoyed me a little bit with the trailer was, I love Lilo because Lilo was a savage. And I don't feel like we're going to get a savage Lilo
No, I think we
with this
will.
Stitch. Like, I feel like Stitch is going to be the one taking over, being like Sonic in the Sonic movies. But it's going to be like, maybe Lilo will slap his nose like sometimes, and Stitch will be like, and whatever. But if you remember in the cartoons, Lilo was going at Stitch. Like, she'd be going at these little girls. I feel like it's just going to be like a little, like, she'll get mad a couple of times, and then that's it.
I will say the trailer was pretty funny. I laughed a little bit. Like, I can't lie. Like, it still felt like Lilo and Stitch. Like, a lot of it was like wacky situations. Oh, is that a dog? That's not a dog.
That was pretty funny.
That was funny. I laughed.
Rough.
Like, I don't know. Like, rough. Like, I just think like Stitch is so funny. So I think the movie. Like, I think I'll watch that movie. I'll get a couple laughs. I'll be like, I don't see the point of making this, but I enjoyed myself, so I'm not gonna be upset.
How do you feel about Bubbles?
Bubbles is whom?
Cobra Bubbles, the black guy
they-
in the movie.
Why
The
don't I
secret
remember
agent.
Why don't I remember how he looked in the movie?
The big, huge, buff
No,
dude in the
but,
black
like,
suit.
in the
Looked like Men in
trailer.
Black.
Lilo and Stitch.
I forgot his name, but he's also, what's it called? Well, you're searching it up. It's all good. I did not know that Ving Rhames was the voice actor of Bubbles in the animated movie and TV shows. That's pretty tough.
Gonna watch the trailer.
Ving Rhames is the dude from Mission Impossible.
Okay, what about him? Why do you have a take on him?
I do not think because Bubbles is this like buff dude who's just like, I mean, I guess they could do something with it because his whole goal is he's a secret agent
Is
messing
this
with
Bubbles?
Yeah, it's Bubbles.
Okay.
Like he just doesn't seem like a Bubbles to me.
Yeah.
Like compared to the animated movie and TV show.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I don't know how I feel about him being Bubbles. Mm-hmm. I don't feel like he can be him.
I'm just waiting for Stitch to address the controversy.
Stitch to address the controversy?
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about?
You remember in the teaser they dropped? Remember what he said?
What did he say?
Stitch is a racist, Phil.
What did Stitch say?
He openly said the N-word. Like he said it.
He said it?
You didn't see it?
In the trailer?
You have not seen that video?
Don't play it.
Oh, well, it's so funny. Well, he doesn't actually say it, but it sounds like he's saying it. It's so funny. You don't remember that? Like when they dropped the first look at Stitch?
Yeah.
And it's like him like looking around and he like starts talking. The first thing he's
you talking about at the Disney thing?
I forget it was at the Disney thing. It was a trailer that you could like watch.
Yeah.
But it was like 20 seconds.
Oh, okay. I think I know what you're talking about.
It's so funny.
Wait, was that during the Super Bowl?
No, this was a while ago, but it's so funny. It's so funny.
I'll
I'll show it to you after. I'll show you after.
Oh gosh.
Needless to say, we're pretty indifferent on Lilo and Stitch. I don't think we like care a whole lot, but we'll probably watch it for a good time.
I feel you. All right, now up. We got John Wick 5.
This is what I care about. This is see. Let's talk about having a personality on things.
Energy.
John Wick 5. Oh my gosh.
Here we go. John Wick 5 is officially in the works, reported by the Hollywood Handle. And it's got an interesting little aspect that the source comic book, the reference comic book posted to feature first or gave to feature first. John Wick 5 is in the works, but it's unknown whether Keanu Reeves will return or not.
He's coming back.
He will be portraying the character next in Ballerina, starring Ana de Armas, which releases in theaters on June 6th.
Oh, it's June. I don't know. I thought it was in April. That like kind of hurt my soul when you said it.
June 6th.
Hey,
Dang
my
it.
birth month. My birth month. All right.
How do you feel about that? Like, how do you feel about the potential of Keanu Reeves not being in John Wick 5?
That I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have John Wick without Keanu Reeves. Like that just doesn't make any sense. So it couldn't be titled John Wick 5. I think for the future of this franchise, I want to see how Ballerina turns out.
Yeah.
If Ballerina's good, I'm so confident that these people can do anything in that world, and I'll be in. But for John Wick 5, if Keanu Reeves isn't in it, I'll be very upset.
Yeah.
Because I kind of felt like, for the most part, his character story... You're good. His character story didn't finish. Because, like, the entire driving force of 4 was, like, he's still looking for the high table's trying to kill him. We don't even know who the high table is. There's still, I feel like, unanswered questions there.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people would be like, you know, sometimes in movies, like, it's nice to have, like, unanswered questions. Why do we have to know everything?
Yes, we need to know the high table.
But, like, yeah, exactly. That feels like one of those integral things where it'd be so dope for John Wick to have, a stand, literally, like, to kill the high table and destroy the entire criminal underworld would be awesome. So, I hope he shows up. And, I mean, I hope he does it, and I hope this is the last one with John Wick.
Bro, I need them to introduce a billion or trillion different assassins that can...
I mean, 4 did a great job.
Oh, 1000%.
There's Mr. No Name. That's what he said. His name was No Name, or not your name. Like, I don't know my name.
It was Tracker, Shimazu, Tyrone. I don't know a No Name. All they have him as is it says Tracker here.
Oh, okay, yeah. I remember he kept saying like he doesn't have a name.
Also,
but
Kane.
Yeah, Kane. I want them to do more on.
Donnie Yen.
But yeah, I'm excited.
Oh, and Akira.
Yes, that's right. Tough. Yeah, I love 5 a lot. I mean, I love 4 a lot. I like 3. I love 2. I love 1. So like these movies, this is me. These movies are me. I love these movies to death. So I'm always gonna be there, and I can't wait to see what they do.
Bro, I saw the first one, or everybody's reactions to like the first movie and like how much respect John Wick has. Like that scene where the dude calls him and he's like, "I'm sorry, John, like about that, but I feel like we can handle this as adults." And he hangs up, and then like everybody's like, "Does he know who this guy is?" And then like they hear the story about the Baba Yaga. And then like they show him killing those people, and the cleaners come, and the cop comes, and he's like, "You working again?"
Yeah, you working again?
Everybody's reaction for the first time watching it, going like, "The cops know he's an assassin?
Dude,
what?"
That's why this world is so cool.
Exactly.
Because everyone is an assassin. And I love the when the guy takes his car and kills his dog, and he's telling his dad, he's like, "You killed John Wick's dog." I'm not gonna help you. Screw you.
That's what I'm saying.
These movies have a vibe, bro, and the world is so sick. The vibes are there. 4 especially, I think it's one of the best shot movies I've ever seen. I'd even argue that I think it's better shot than Dune Part 2. Bro. Hot take. That's a mean take. That's a hot take by me. I'm gonna kill someone.
I don't know about that.
Someone's gonna shoot me out there, but I don't know. I just think like
I love the lighting. I do.
That's lighting gets me every time.
But I don't know if it's better shot than Doom Part 2. Dude, I don't know about that.
Oh my gosh. I like John Wick 4, I'm sitting there the whole time. For the record, let me paint you a picture. I watched John Wick 4 by myself in the theater at night on a Friday night. After school I went. And I'm sitting next to this group of friends. I never felt more like a loser in my entire life. I didn't mean to.
You are not a loser.
No. But like, you know, like I like going to the movies by myself. Like it's a fine thing. But I'll usually go in the morning when it's like pretty empty. But I went like night release for it, and I got a corner seat. So I was like, okay, hopefully no one will sit by me. Like I bought my ticket way before. When I come in, I see this row of people, and I'm like, dude, like come on, bro. And like I'm like trying to like
with Nickel Boys.
I'm trying not to like laugh and geek too much because I'm by myself, so it feels weird. But yeah, like needless to say, like I obsessed with 4. 4 was so good, and 5 I'm excited for, so I hope they do a good job.
You know what you got to do next time you go by yourself at nighttime and stuff? You just got to get that middle seat in the back.
No,
you have to.
I don't like being around people.
No. If you get the middle seat, they will see that and they will start getting seats around you. Or they'll get the row in front of you because the middle, you take that like advantage away from. I don't know. I've been going to movies by myself a lot because I don't know. I love going with my friends. I can do it a lot, but like it's too much maintenance.
There's nothing like getting a medium popcorn and a big drink, sitting in a theater by yourself and just munch.
It's my therapy, bro.
No, bro.
Like it is my therapy.
I watched A Monkey Man by myself, and I did The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent by myself. And it was genuinely like it was therapy, bro. It's very therapeutic where I'm just sitting there and I'm like, well, I could sit wherever I want right now. Like, this is so cool.
But I promise you, next time, if that were to happen, just get the middle seat in the back row.
Can I tell you why I did the corner seat?
Why?
This will be an interesting, a fun Isaiah fact for you. My perspective on the middle of the corner seat versus the middle seat is I know the middle seat's objectively better, but this is just how my brain works.
No problem.
God forbid someone were to shoot up the theater.
Oh.
Their mind immediately goes to the middle.
Okay.
Because that's where the most people are going to be.
Okay.
Me being in the corner, I'm safe, dude.
Okay, so for safety reasons.
Dude, I'm so safe, bro.
Gotcha.
I have the easiest way out. And look, think about it. Guy pulls up with a gun, bow. Why would he go to the corner? That doesn't make any sense.
That's true.
Like everyone's collecting. You want to take.
I'm sorry.
You want to take out as many people as you can, as fast as you can. So why would you start in the corner? You start in the middle, and that gives me time to. Or
you've been thinking about this, man.
That's just how my brain works, bro. That's how my brain works.
All
so
right. Well,
that's why I always sit in the corner seat. I feel the most comfortable in a corner seat.
Gotcha.
Or if like I'm with my little brother, I have him sit in the corner seat, and I sit like one seat like next to him. You know?
That's interesting.
Like it's just how I think.
Okay. Let us know where you guys like to sit.
Where do you guys sit in the theater?
Like, what's the most comfortable seat or where to go, like, for you? Is it the middle? Is it the back? Is it the corner seats? Is it the middle? Is it the front?
Dude, I want to watch a movie right now.
Have you ever been in the front?
Yeah. When I watched Endgame, that's where I was.
I hate the front.
It's the worst, yeah.
I hate the front. Like,
luckily, it was Endgame, so nothing mattered.
So I have a friend who really, really, really likes, and I also have a question after I say this, but he really, really likes the front, and he has a good reason for it, though, because he feels like people, like, he can see everything, and, like, people will distract him from the movie. So he feels like when he's in the front, it gives him all the attention. I understood that, but I just hate getting...
Your neck, bro. Yeah. It's so uncomfortable.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
I can't. But the question I want to finish this section off with is because I believe fully, and I finally remember the word, that movies are subjective. So I'm never going to be like, you're an idiot for thinking this, but I want to get back to that comment you said about the cinematography or the way it's shot is better. You feel like it's better than Dune Part 2. What makes it, in your opinion, like, what do you love about it more than Dune Part 2? I'm just interested in hearing that.
I think the difference between the cinematography of both movies is they're both, we can agree, they're shot visually, like, beautifully.
Yeah.
Dune Part 2 is building a world. It's different. So I think, like, the creativity and difficulties that go behind making a world is so insane, and I give full props to the cinematographers and Denis Villeneuve to, like, see that world and make it, like, we could see it. I love taking, like, real places, like when he goes to Paris, when he goes to Japan, and when he goes to, like, New York, and just giving them as much sauce as possible. Making them literally, like, insane to look at. And its use of lights. I can't lie, I'm a freaking geek. I'm a nerd. I see lights, and I'm like, Whoa. Like when they're in the there's the shot when Kane is fighting the head of the Continental in Japan.
Yeah.
And that entire fight, the way it's shot, the way the camera shot from distance, and you have the koi ponds around and like the lighting everywhere. And it's just, I don't know, that movie is so insane to look at. Where I think a lot of the visuals from Dune come from the desert and the sand. There's definitely more. There's so much more. But a lot of it is the sand. And I don't think it's as fun to look at for me. Personally.
No, I get that.
Like there are shots though when there are in buildings and there's the light coming in, or when they're on the other planet with Austin Butler's character.
Yeah.
Like so creative. But like every single the amount of locations that John Wick 4 has and the way that each one of them looks insane. I'm like, dude, how? And it's like a massive improvement from the other three.
Yeah.
So that was definitely a punch too, where it's like
It really
I watched
was, though.
1 through 3 and those movies are really well shot, but 4 was like, whoa, no, we're doing something here. Just the shot of when the sword's in the dude's hand, it's like, what are you gonna do? Pull out the knife? Or are you gonna run your hand through it? Just the like it looks so good.
Yeah.
So I think I prefer the way 4 looks over part 2 purely from a vibe perspective. Like
Okay.
it's more my thing than I think like the deserts of wherever they were shooting those.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the Middle East, I think.
No, honestly, that's a good take. That really is, because like I feel like what you're trying to explain is the lighting just really captures the moment in John Wick 4 way like to you a little bit better than the lighting compared to Doom Part 2.
It gives that neon aesthetic that
Yeah.
I love, that I think John Wick needs.
No,
I think that's
because-
what makes it so like distinct to me.
Yeah, but John Wick 4, that movie looks incredible. Like it really does. Like I remember being in the theater and I'm like, why do I really like looking at this? Because I like watching it, yes, but why do I really like looking at it? And just the scenes, like even in the club when he was fighting the MMA fighter.
Oh
and this
my-
and that, like
Bro, dude,
the lighting for that scene was really good.
bro,
Like really good.
There's an entire scene where they're playing poker, right?
Oh,
They're playing-
yeah.
or blackjack. They're playing some game with cards. And why is this one of the best? Like it looked so good. They're just playing poker for 10 minutes,
Yep.
15 minutes, and I'm like,
Why am I into this?
why am I so like immersed right now?
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch all of them later. I'm gonna do that. That's what I'm doing this week. Screw anything. I want to watch John Wick again.
He's like, I'm not watching Novocaine.
Yeah, no.
But I admire you for standing on that. That's really cool. I would go with because I'm a huge like cinematography type dude. I just love the way Dune Part 2 looks a little bit
Oh,
better.
you're
but
wrong.
I
You're so
understand-
dumb. You're so dumb for thinking that.
I was like, wait a damn
Yeah.
minute. Nah, but I understand why you do like John Wick 4 more than Dune Part 2. I think that's value. I think that's reasonable. So
Yeah.
movies are subjective.
Yeah.
But now to finish off.
Can we get? I want to get that clip though. Let's get that clip so I can get attacked. I want to get killed.
1000%.
Oh, let's finish off with the highest point.
Let us know what looks better, Doom Part 2 or John Wick 4. Just for the fun of it.
All right, Phil. For time, so that you understand where we're at in time right now, we are 34 minutes in on this second run. So technically, we have 26 minutes to talk about the finale of Invincible season 3. Phil, what did you think of the finale of Invincible season 3? Full spoilers.
Right? On a scale of 1 to 10, it's a 15.
Let's go 15.
15.
This is one of the
15.
best episodes
Holy
ever
crap.
invented.
Holy crap, bro. What just happened?
What just happened?
What was that? What? They gave me more than I wanted, and I still felt like I was satisfied, bro.
Dude, I wrote a high after watching it.
They literally let's talk about the opening. Let's talk about the fact that they didn't waste no stinking time. They didn't waste no stinking time.
You know what's funny?
Boom.
They don't even replay the "stand ready for my arrival."
Exactly.
And then it just immediately.
Bro, I literally I was like, I started the episode, I was like, all right, what do you think? How long is it gonna take? Whoa! What? And then like all you see is like you hear the impact. And then I even saw the stills of every time they like punched each other with actual force, and it showed like the really cool like shots. It sounds like an anime, but
Yeah, the impact frames, right?
But
When
bro,
they hit and it like, you know.
the stinking circle of the impact getting bigger and everybody getting blown away. I was like, oh, y'all in for an episode today. Y'all, that was insane, bro. Like, and then like they animated it so well, and I want to talk about that. We literally said, we don't care how the animation looks, like sometimes, as long as they animate the fights really well.
Yeah, I got no complaints now. Just give it a hand. So
that was the fight of Invincible. The fight. I want to hear what you got to say though with the opening. How did you feel?
So I'm not gonna lie, I was worried.
Mm-hmm.
Let me explain. So I start the episode, and the fight hits. They do the punch, and they like explosion. Whoa!
Yeah.
The beginning of the fight is very much, I feel like, akin to the level we've seen from like this season.
Yeah.
Not super insane. Good punches. Great sound design.
Oh man.
But like nothing too insane. For me, it doesn't start until he gets slammed to the ground and he's laying there, and like the sun shines over him.
Yeah.
And then he looks up and he's like,
boom.
And then the glass is breaking with how fast.
Gosh.
And he just like, and he gets and the whole like town gets leveled.
Yeah.
Dude, that was it for me. That's when I was like, oh, we're here. Like we're in. And then when now we're gonna keep going. So then he punches him. They're flying. The shot of Oliver trying to catch up to them, and then Invincible's just spinning and gets hit again, and then he's just like and like going through everything. The difference between him when Omni-Man does it and he's able to plant his feet in the ground and catch himself, this time he could not catch himself. He's going through the buildings to the side, going through them, lands into the big gas truck and explodes, and he's just like, dude, and then he tries to get up. The animation was so smooth. It was so smooth. The way he like tried to get up and then like his hair, dude, they animated his hair so good. And then when Conquest is flying at him and he goes, "Wait, stop!" and like he like the way his face had so much expression. I'm like, what am I was like, I was watching a different show.
Exactly.
That's the best animated thing that we've seen, even from the first season. Like, I was like, dog, what the balls, man? Like, I don't get it. How? It was so perfect, but I want to get to something that they do way better than the comics, and it's
there's two things they did.
Yeah, they do a lot, actually. They add a great amount. But when
three, never mind, three.
You know what's so funny? Debbie, so Oliver's like, I can go help. And Debbie's like, don't get grabbed. Bro got grabbed so fast. He didn't even try. He punched him once. He's like, get ready for the ass kicking of your life. And he goes and just gets smacked in the face.
I was like, dang.
Dude. And then when he's grabbing him and he's like about to rip him out.
That was so, oh my gosh.
For me, it became too much when Oliver started crying. It became real. Like, I don't know. It was just like, dude, no. Like, chill out. Like, I don't know why I actually thought he was going to die. Like, I was like, wait, stop. No, please.
I thought he was too.
Dude.
I was like, wait, are they changing it?
And then, obviously, Invincible punches him, whatever. They finally get out. Eve's like, I got to go help him. When Eve shows up. Oh, I'm skipping something.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
when
you are.
He punches him, and there he's going through the water, whatever. And then they go.
Forgot another
like,
thing.
What's the thing?
Remember when they got into space?
Oh,
bro, this guy's a stinking demon.
Dude, aura, bro. Conquest is aura farming that whole episode.
That was crazy.
Yeah,
he
that
blew
was crazy.
a blood bubble, turned it into a heart, and popped it when Invincible was thinking he had him.
Huh? Like you went, huh?
I was like, bro, you need to run. I would have ran, bro. He blew I don't know if I'm emphasizing this really well to you guys. He blew a blood bubble. A blood bubble.
And then made it into a heart.
I thought he was just going to pop it. He just went. And he just blew it to him. And then, or popped it. I was like, I understand now. I understand why they don't like you, bro.
Yeah.
I understand why they're scared of you, but continue, sorry.
So yeah, then like he's rolling, he's flying, and he's like about to get into the water, and he's like, oh, you're fast, but not faster than me. And he's like flying over him while Invincible's like flying. They get in the water, whatever, and then they do a callback to season 1. They finally get to that town, and he rams through. He's going so fast that he just like everyone's dying around him. Okay, and then they finally get on the floor. That scene is done. That scene, by the way, insane. Again, it became too much when the kid holding his dad's hand loses his dad and his entire arm. That was crazy.
They're gonna call back to that too, I bet you.
Yeah, probably. But then they're on the floor, they're fighting, whatever, and he's like, you still think like you have any chance? Like, what is wrong with you? You're dumb. Like, this is stupid. And then he like punches him, whatever, and then Eve puts his shield and he gets hit on the back. And then the way Mark is just like, please no. Like no. And then when Conquest hits Mark's leg and the bone pops out, and now it's just Eve versus Conquest, which I need to know, what do you think about this? Because that fight is so good.
That fight was really
good. They finally
man.
made Eve like great. It's so perfect.
Bro,
when
I loved that. I loved every second, every fight that was going on, whether if it was Ollie or Eve or Invincible, everyone was going in. We're going to get to the part where I'm like, this is what I mean later, but I still want to go in about the stuff we're on.
She then, like, changes the density of the earth so he can't move his arm. And then she freaking goes to town on him. She's like, boom, boom, big hammer, bang, bam, boom, bow. And then he's like, you're tired. You don't got a chance against me. And he's like, I could tell you only got so much left in you. And then, because Jeffrey Dean Morgan kind of sounds country. I'm not wrong on that, right? I like it too. You know, fun fact, let's go back. At the end of the last episode, I didn't love them casting Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I was like, this isn't what I was expecting, but we'll see.
I loved it.
Dude, I was shut up so fast. I was like, yep, okay, I had nothing to worry about.
I told you, let him cook.
Like, and yeah, so he's like, you know, like, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And then he, like, freaking punches her in the face. Then she becomes she looks like a clicker from The Last of Us, and, like, her face, like, starts sprouting.
That scared me.
And then and it was like, dude, I'm going to call it to one of my friends. One of my friends, she's watching it, and she goes, my last name's Aramia, because we have two Isaiahs in our group, and I'm watching with the other Isaiah as well. So she's like, Aramia, actually. And I'm just sitting there like this. Like, try to make no reaction. And, like, I could hear, like, the, like, stages of grief set in where she's, like, already about to start. It's like, no, like, this is not. And then, like, it reflects perfectly what Invincible is going through. He's like, no. And he catches her, and he's like, please, like, this is another thing. I'm about to start crying right now. When he is sitting there and he's like, I can't do this, I can't live without you. And he starts yelling for Cecil. Yeah. Dude, the expression on his face and the tears running down his face. Ugh. It's so good. Yeah. Cecil! Where are you? Like, it's so good. Why didn't Cecil show up, bro? He probably would have died if I'm being honest. So maybe he should.
I'm going to get to that later.
And then Conquest does this little monologue, and he's like, you know, I thank you. You know, I don't know what you did to piss us off, but you did it, and now I get to cut loose.
That was crazy.
And then, like, they fight, whatever. He's like, I don't care how strong you are. I don't care how fast you are. I get to the future. You don't live to see tomorrow. On Discord, you can set your own status. That has been my status quote for the past year. Since last year, I've had it. And my friends would ask me, Isaiah, what is that quote? I go, I don't know. So we were watching it. They're like, Isaiah, that's what you're quoting. And then, like, yeah. But I want to talk about one thing that's really awesome. When he has him pinned on the floor, Conquest has Mark pinned down, and he goes, I'm so lonely. I was like, whoa, bro, what kind of freaky stuff you trying to get into? Anyways, like, he's like, I'm so, that entire monologue, not in the comics, nothing. That is completely new, and it adds so much depth to that character because you don't fully understand Conquest besides him being the oldest Viltrumite, the strongest, and completely unhinged. He's gone. Him explaining that this actually hurts him and that he hates how many people don't like him. No one wants to talk to him. No one wants to be his friend. They send him on missions and he does it and they just get scared of him more. The hardest line that he says is, I don't even get a name, only a purpose. Conquest.
That was
cinema.
So perfect.
Like, that's peak cinema.
So perfect, bro.
Dude, oh my gosh. It's incredible. It's so good. And then Mark finally gets his get back when he's like, boom. And he's like,
oh my God.
You still having fun? And he's like, I just want, and then he hits him with the, I take the bad with the good, or I take the good with the bad. And then it's like that, and he like starts smashing his head into him and kill. It's perfect.
Yep.
It's actually perfect. We didn't talk about Eve coming back to life, but Eve comes back to life, blasts him, then Mark does the thing. And it's perfect.
Bro.
I couldn't have asked for more.
That whole sequence. Like, if I'm being for real, if I survived that like Mark, I would have been way more vulgar. I would have been like, I don't give a what happened to you. I don't care. I can see why they did that while I'm bashing my head into him. I would have been like, you sick mother. Like, I love
the dialogue they add for him.
That dialogue was
in him.
It's
incredible.
So good. That was, bro. That was definitely better than the issues. I think it was 2 issues that went into it for that comic.
It's 2 or 3. I forget though.
2 or 3, but that was definitely better than the comic books.
Oh, for sure.
That was 1000% better.
No. Yeah. I think like I get a certain joy from reading it for sure.
Oh yeah.
Like for the first time, like nothing will change that. But no, yeah.
That was way better.
The show does it better. It really does. And you know what's crazy? How many times can you say that about?
You really can't.
You can't.
You can't.
You really can't. Like, I don't know how many people, when people ask me, like, should I read the comics? I go, yeah, because they're great. But, like, the show is doing it, but better.
You know what? I'm going to say this, though. If you haven't read the comics yet, don't read them now. I'm being for real. Don't read them now.
Yeah.
No, because one thing that did suck watching this episode a little bit for me was I kind of knew, and I love that they changed some stuff because we knew exactly what was going to happen, but I love that we could say there were 4 things that they changed that were awesome. The dialogue with Conquest, the blood bubble in space, the giving Eve a little bit more oomph in the fights.
The dialogue they add for Invincible when he's killing him.
That too. Yeah. Like, that was perfect, and I love that. But now, I'm being for real. If you guys have not read the comics, don't read it now. Just watch the show. Watch the show, then finish it after, because I feel like it's somewhat ruining some surprises for me. And now I'm not,
for sure.
I'm not going to read any comics going forward because I feel like...
Oh, I've been cheating a little bit.
Yeah, no, I've definitely been cheating. Like, every single time I've been reading, like, as I go. But now I'm like, no, I want to be a little bit more surprised because I feel like Robert Kirkman is cooking. And I love the fact that he's also going to be changing some things in the future. I don't know what it's going to be. We don't know, but...
There's one thing we know, and let's talk about it now. So at the end of the episode, obviously, it ends with Mark being like, I won't hesitate to kill him. Kill anyone.
Yeah.
Love that. But the thing they change is Darkblood's back. Damien Darkblood's back. Yeah. And I was watching it, and I'm like, why don't I remember this? Like, what is this? I don't understand. And I was like, am I dumb? I looked at my comics. I'm like, I go up till issue, like, 90. And I'm like, does this not exist?
Yep.
It's really cool. So I guess Robert Kirkman always wanted to do this, and he never got to. So now they're doing it.
I was wondering about that when I was reading the comics, like before, like the show came out.
Yeah, because they kind of just get rid of Darkblood, like, for a while. Yeah.
And I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, so I'm excited. I love that he's treating this like a rewrite, and he's changing things that he sees fit, but he's also keeping basically everything. It's awesome. I love it. What would you rate this season out of 10?
Oh, a 10.
Yeah.
A 15 if I can.
Is this one of the best seasons of television ever for you?
I want to chill out because I haven't seen a lot of television.
But for you, though, like from the TV seasons, like, okay, cool. Yeah.
Yes, my bad.
I would say the same thing. I feel like I haven't watched a whole lot of TV either, but when I put it in places for me, like Daredevil season 3, final season of Breaking Bad, and then like Invincible season 3, like stuff like that. Yeah, 100%. I think this is one of the best seasons of television.
That's why I didn't want to say anything yet, because I've been going through Breaking Bad and I really like it, and I can see, like, I feel like it's gonna hit because you keep hyping up season 5.
Yeah, one of is different than the best. You know, we're saying one of the best. And it is. Yeah. It's incredible. And I'm happy to see so many people think that. You know, it was almost one of the first episodes ever, or second episode ever, to have a 10 out of 10 user rating on IMDb. It was right there.
Season 5, episode 13 of
the Ozymandias episode of Breaking Bad. Yeah, it's at 10.
I saw it pop up.
It finally got dropped to a 9.9 for Invincible, and I was like, dang, I would have loved for it to stay at 10. But, yeah, it's...
Oh, my bad.
Great. No, nothing. I'm happy. I'm very happy. It sucks we have to wait a year. Maybe even longer.
I'm totally fine with that, bro. Keep cooking. This is the formula. I say they stick to it.
Here's the thing.
Foley, go crazy on the animation for fights, especially that big, and then just give us the story.
Give me great writing. Yeah. You know, like, again, like, if they... Here's the thing, though. If they wanted to delay it and they said, I want to give you the best product, I want the best animation, whatever, I'd be okay with that. It's at this point, though, I'm perfectly fine with whatever they do as long as it's still quality.
Yeah.
That's what I want, because there are the people that are like, I don't care if it's anything, and like it could be whatever, and I'm like, there is a part of me that still wants it to be great, like I want it to look good. So for me, it's if they think they can meet an expectation within a year, do it. If you need to wait 2 years, do it. Invincible season 1 to season 2 was so different because season 1 had 3 years of production. Most people didn't really know what it was. Season 1 to season 2 took so long because Skybound went independent and they formed their own studio with less people. And this season 1 had 2 teams working on it. This season 2 had 1 team working on it that was a lot smaller. Season 3, same thing. Season 4, hopefully they'll hire more people. They'll make it a little bigger, get hopefully a bigger budget, I think. But a lot of people are like, it's a budget problem. It's not a budget, it's a time problem. Really, it's a time problem. So like, get more people, get more of a budget, get more time, and we'll see. Let's see what they cook in a year. I'm excited. I can't wait for season 4. We know what happens. We're not going to say it. We're excited. It's going to be hopefully great. I love Invincible. You love Invincible. We love movies and TV.
I don't want to finish it off yet, though.
Oh, you want to keep going?
I want to say one more thing.
We have 9 minutes.
Okay. Tell me why.
Tell me why.
Invincible, Adam Eve, and Rexplode, along with Oliver, are just... Well, you know what? Scratch that. Tell me why Rexplode and Oliver are better than all of the superheroes outside of Invincible and Adam Eve.
Oh, like in the Invincible universe?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that whole fight happened, and I'm going to get to Rexplode in a sec, but that whole fight happened, and they all show up late. They all do. And then they're just like, oh, I'm like, where the hell were you guys during the fight? Where were you guys? Where were you? And I understand it's like, oh, well, what could they even do? But it just sucks that they don't do anything.
Like, don't even try.
They don't do anything. And then, like, Rexplode, such a G. I love you in season 3. I love how they did him in season 3 because he is the only other superhero outside of maybe a couple of them they didn't get named, but he's the only one between him and Immortal that killed an Invincible variant. Immortal got his head chopped off again.
Dude, Immortal, for real, retired once Conquest showed up. The Immortal hate is funny, but I did see a TikTok post, and I really liked it because I think it's easy. It's fun to hate on Immortal.
I like that.
No. Yeah, it's fun to hate on Immortal as much as we can, but I saw a really cool post, and I want to say it here. It says this. You see, referring to Immortal, you see a fraud who always loses. I see a human given the worst superpower you can get, yet still protects humanity anytime he can. A man who knows he's outmatched, yet shows up anyway.
Okay, before I say anything, what do you think about that?
I like it. I agree. They're not wrong. Yeah, he doesn't show up for Conquest, but he fought... That man has been living for hundreds of years. That man freed the slaves, you know?
Okay, but for hundreds of years, he didn't get any stronger?
But, like, that's not how
he didn't get any stronger.
No, but that's not how his power works. You got to think about, like, a Viltrumite. A Viltrumite, as they age, they get stronger.
Yeah.
Immortal is just a dude.
Oh, he couldn't work out?
He works out. But, like, that's not going to match it up.
It should!
No, it shouldn't.
It should!
It shouldn't. That's not how it works. Look,
you telling me that man can't just lift some weights or something, get a little stronger so he can get a little more oomph on his punches? A little bit more? He's just... Then what is the purpose of Immortal? Just to be there?
But no, that's him. It's the fact that no matter how outmatched he is, he still shows up anyway. That's a hero.
Just to clarify, too, I still love the comic books, and I do love these characters. I just love the hate.
Yeah, it's fun. No, I agree. It's so funny.
But it's just like thinking about it more and more, and the TV show keeps showing me more and more. Because I remember I'm not going to say anything else, but I'm just like, the TV show is showing me these heroes, besides the ones that we know and love, are so useless. Cecil's useless too.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about it. Let's talk about it really fast. We have like 4 minutes.
Okay,
really
we'll do it real fast.
Cecil probably makes the worst decision he could possibly make by keeping Conquest alive.
He is such a freaking
a dummy, bro. I was waiting for that, like,
such
the turn.
Idiot.
It seems like a good amount of people are being like, yeah, maybe Cecil is kind of stupid. Like, he takes it too far. This is one of those situations where I vibe with him a lot, but that I was like, see, you really think like a room that's wired to explode is gonna. No, dude, did you see like Invincible barely took him out?
Exactly.
You know, like.
And then he was like, "Oh, well, these bombs are gonna take him out." I'm like, "Bro, did you not see their punches? Their impact alone literally was more than a nuclear bomb."
You dropped a laser beam on Omni-Man, and it gave him a blood. You literally said that's the most expensive nosebleed ever.
And then Brody, the scientists literally told him they're saying that he's stronger than Omni-Man, and you're just like, "Oh, give him some bombs, and if he leaves, they'll just blow up." I'm like, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think you realize how stupid that is.
The only way I could justify it is he's so desperate right now to understand what the Viltrum Empire is that he'll take any means necessary to do it.
No.
Which still aligns with Cecil's character, but yeah, it's stupid.
He's an idiot.
Anything else you want to say with 3 minutes left?
You know what? I need way more. I'll answer that in a sec. I need people to realize this show is doing something that no other superhero show has done. And I need this to finish up. I need this.
Please, yeah.
Not just season 4, season 5. I need it to go all 8 or 9 seasons. I think it's going to be 8 or 9.
I think they're shooting for 8. They said 7 or 8.
I need it to finish up. So keep giving hype to this show. Keep going in with the theories. Keep going in. And please don't read the comics. If you haven't read the comics yet, don't read it yet. Read it after everything's over. But please, guys, go in. And also, this was the Film Podcast. And this was a good episode, in my opinion.
Yeah, it was fun.
But what would you like to say to our lovely viewers?
Thank you guys for watching. Get ready for next week. Next week's heavy review day. We're going to be reviewing Mickey 17.
Yep.
We're going to be reviewing Novocaine. I know I am. You're going to watch Novocaine?
I'll watch
Novocaine. We're probably going to review The Electric State. Hopefully I'll get to it. You're for sure are. Yeah. So be ready. Heavy review day. Hopefully lighter on the news so we can get really in on those movies. But yeah, thank you for watching. I enjoyed it.
All right. Take it easy, y'all.